Llama. The llamas were in the next enclosure to the giraffes. After saying their goodbyes to Osmond and Norma, the two friends made their way towards the llama enclosure, and had no trouble climbing in. The llamas had been waiting for their arrival, and they all came out together. "This is Betty, Bobby, Billy, and Vanessa," Jurumf said, as the four llamas gathered around in a circle. "Llamas. This is my good friend Honey Bear." "Pleased to meet you all," said Honey Bear, nodding at each of the llamas in turn. As with the giraffes, Jurumf told the llamas all about what it was like living in the forest. When he'd finished, he said, "So, tell me, what happened when the keepers discovered I was missing from the zoo?" "Well," said Vanessa. "To put it mildly, there was a big commotion." "A really big commotion," Betty put in. "What's a commotion?" Honey Bear asked. "A lot of people running about and looking all over the place," Vanessa explained. "Looking everywhere," Betty added. "And then what happened?" said Jurumf. "A whole lot of new people arrived." Vanessa continued. "I don't know who they were, but they were all dressed the same. And they helped the keepers look, and then they went and looked for you outside the zoo." "That's right," said Betty. "They helped and then they went and looked outside." "And that's about it," said Vanessa. "They couldn't find you and then, I suppose, they just gave up." "And what about my keeper Jim?" Jurumf asked. "Who does he look after now?" "I don't know," said Vanessa. "We haven't seen him since the day you left." "I think they blamed him for you leaving." "That's right," Betty put in. "I heard one of them say it was all Jim's fault." For a moment, Jurumf felt sad as he realized that his keeper Jim must have lost his job because of what he'd done. Jim had fed him and looked after him, and Jurumf couldn't help feeling a little guilty for what had happened. But then again, he thought, if I hadn't left the zoo, I'd never have met Honey Bear, lived in the tree house in the forest, met lots of new friends, and had the freedom to swing through the trees and go where I wanted. The zebras, llamas, and giraffes had been Jurumf's closest neighbors, the animals he knew best in the zoo. As the llamas had already passed on the news about Jurumf's arrival to the zebras, this was where they went next.